show. So you're ready to go with the show?
Like you said, 19 show. I'm like, I think we did a lot more than 19, but okay.
No, no, no. It was 19 shows we have to cover.
Oh, okay.
So let's start off with Ring of Honor Final Battle. This was this was a show. Like the first couple of matches, like I gave no shits, but it was a like at the end, it turned into like a banger. And I don't mean like I don't give a shit. Like, oh man, I don't give a shit. It just sucked. It's like it wasn't nothing that I it was nothing that I was connected to. Let's go about that. Let's go
Okay.
about that. So it started out with the Outrunners versus the Premier Athletes. And the Outrunners won. Like I was barely paying attention. Don't get me wrong, I was barely paying attention. And then we had Layla Gray versus Zeta Steel. And it fucked me up because I heard that Zeta Steel had signed a Ring of Honor, but I was kind of confused. And then it was like, oh shit, like she signed a Ring of Honor. That's what happened. So she lost to Layla Gray in her first match, technically in Ring of Honor. I'm like, all right. Then we had Ace Austin versus Lee Johnson. I'm like, okay, that was a good match. Ace Austin won. And then we had the Death Riders versus the Grizzled Young Vets. And this is where I was like, okay, now I'm kind of paying attention. And this was weird because like John Moxley was out there with them, but then John Moxley wound up staying on commentary for a little while. And like at first I was like, I don't know why he's there, but the match that he like really turned up for, I was like, oh, okay. He wound up leaving after that, but like it was a reason for that. It was a reason. So Death Riders won. And
I have a
then this
weird
is when we get to
feeling
the
with
paper.
Moxley when it comes to that.
Huh?
'Cause that's not the first time he done commentary, right? So
Yeah.
I have a feeling he's soon to be done, and when he's done, he's gonna do commentary.
Uh maybe. Maybe.
Okay.
But we had the finish of the Pure Women's Tournament, the Pure Women's Title Tournament. And Deanna Purrazzo beat Billy Starks, which I'm happy for because I love Deanna Purrazzo, and
Yeah.
she is the first inaugural Pure Women's Champion. So that
Okay.
was cool. Then we had a 30-minute Iron Man match. Dude, when I tell you, like, okay, I love matches like this. I love matches like this because it was Lee Moriarty versus Nigel McGuinness, and I love matches like this.
Yeah.
The last 3 minutes was the fucking best. Oh my God, was it the fucking best? Because, okay, the score is tied up 3-3. The last 2 minutes, and they're going, and it's 3-3. All of a sudden, in the last 90 seconds, not even joking, last 90 seconds, they're going, they're getting it in. Time's ticking down. We're down to 60 seconds. The time is ticking down. We're down to 40 seconds. We get to 30 seconds. One, two, three. Nigel McGuinness gets the pin. And I'm like, oh shit. Nigel slides out the fucking ring. Nigel slides out the ring. 11 seconds left. And Moxley's like, that was a smart idea for him to get out the ring because it was tied up. Now Nigel has to fall. In the last 11 seconds, I let you not. 11 seconds, he's out there celebrating. Shane Taylor just comes out of nowhere. Wow! Hits this shit out of him, throws him in the ring. And I'm like, there's no way this is happening. There's no way. He gets back in the ring. This is 7 seconds. I'm like, there's no way this is happening. He yells at Moriarty. 6 seconds. I was like, there's no way. Moriarty jumps over on him. I was like, there's no way. And literally, one, two, three, right before the fucking timer, they tied it up. I was like, oh my fuck. I was like, oh my fuck. They tied it up. I was like, oh my fuck. That was it. I was like, oh shit. That was great. And then it was like, okay, we can't leave it like this. We're going to go to an overtime One fall, death match. So Nigel is barely in it, and Lee Moriarty just catches him 1, 2, 3, and it's over. And I was like, holy shit! Like it was so close. I was like, that match was fucking exciting. That shit was fucking exciting. It had me. That match fucking had me.
Sounds
I
awesome.
fucking loved it. Like I fucking loved it. And the funny part, I was like, that was my match of the night for Ring of Honor. I was like, oh, this is my Ring of Honor match of the night. I was like, oh, by far, it's my Ring of Honor match of the night. I'm like, yeah, it's definitely my match of the night. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. That's all I can say. Uh-uh. So then we had Red Velvet versus Mercedes. And I did not see this coming. Red Velvet beat Mercedes for her title. So it's starting the downfall. And Mercedes was so upset about it. And Layla Gray confronted her and was like, yo, Doug was like, it's like, it's cool. And she was like, no, fuck you. She's like, get the fuck away from me. She literally said, fuck you. And she just walked off. And Layla Gray was like, oh, what's our problem? And that set up a TBS title match for the next night on Collision, which Mercedes wins. Like, she didn't lose it right away, but she is going to lose. But I was like, as soon as they set up the Layla Gray thing, I was like, that is just really stupid. And I'm just saying it's stupid because there's no way she was going to lose to Layla Gray. And she didn't. So it was like, that's really fucking stupid. Like, it should have been somebody else where it was like, oh my God, there's a chance. Layla Gray barely wrestles on fucking AEW, so why would she take the title? And there's nothing against Layla Gray. I love her. It's just she does nothing on the show, so what the fuck is the point?
It would be like too random.
Yeah. It's
Like
like
if it was like a Hardy
almost like
Cameron or a
that.
Willow or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, that didn't make any sense, but whatever. They did it and it came out whatever.
Yeah.
So, like I complained about on this fucking podcast when we were talking about, hey, this is a thing. I complained about this, but L'affection Le Gouvernables, Sammy and Beast versus the Holly Bulldogs for the tag titles, the vacant tag titles, which I don't know if this is, I don't know what the fuck it is with Ring of Honor, but Ring of Honor is the only place if one person in the tag team gets injured, we have to strip the titles and then we have to do something else. And it's like
That's
they
fucking
don't even do
weird.
that in regular AEW. That's not a thing. Like somebody get hurt, you can get somebody to fill in, and that's a thing. But this one is like, no, we're stripping the titles, and you have to win them again. What the fuck is
Especially in
this?
their case that they're a fucking faction. Like if you're a faction and there's tag team titles in your faction, I always go the freebie rules, even if that hasn't been established.
Yes, and it was really stupid. And LaFaction the Governables win the tag titles, and fucking Tony Schiavone, well not Tony Schiavone, Ian Riccaboni goes, they won the tag titles, but they still have a match later on. I wonder how this is going to play into the match later. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Ring of Honor. Just like it's just like that type of shit made me not want to fucking watch Ring of Honor at all because it's like this shit is just fucking stupid. Like a lot of the fucking rules that they make up in Ring of Honor, they just make up bullshit and it's like, hey, this is like it's fucking stupid. It's fucking
Yeah.
stupid. So then we had Eddie Kingston versus Josh Woods, which I lie to you not, that literally was just thrown on the fucking show. Like it wasn't on the card before. It literally the day of they go, it's Josh Woods versus Eddie Kingston. I was like, why? And he was like, yeah, Eddie got that shot against Joe coming up. I was like, so there's no way Josh Woods, like, it's Josh fucking Woods. Like, he's not beating Eddie Kingston. Like, what was this for? It, it was
That's
stupid.
weird.
Yes. So then we had Shane Taylor Promotions versus Skyflight. And this was a really fun match, but I knew that fucking Shane Taylor Promotion was gonna cheat and win, which they did. And they fucking won and kept the titles.
Of course.
So I was like, all right. Then we have Ricochet versus Dalton Castle. I lie to you not. I halfway was paying attention to this match, and I was not feeling this match, and it like really had nothing to do with Ricochet. And during the match, they go, Ricochet's going to defend his title the next night on Collision, and I was like, what? And then like 5 minutes later, while the match is still going on, he was like, he's gonna face Ace Austin. It's just been confirmed. Okay. It is like, and then they tried to clear it up. They was like, no, no, no. If he keeps the title, he'll defend it against Ace Austin. And like right as they said that, Ricochet gets the pin and beats Dalton Castle. I was like, well, there was no need to say any of that.
Basically, like what the fuck?
So listen, he beats Dalton Castle. Then he goes on to Collision and beats Ace Austin too. So yeah, back to back wins for him. And
Good for Ricochet, I guess.
yeah, so then we had the survival of the fittest match. Sammy Guevara got pinned. Fucking Beast Mortos got pinned. So it was left with Commander, Ichizero, Blake Christian, and Bandito in the ring. So they're going. And all of a sudden, Blake Christian starts teaming up with fucking Ichizero. And they're teaming up. They're like, all right, let's work together. Let's work together. So these motherfuckers throw Bandito out the ring and they just beat the shit out of Commander and get the win and pin Commander. And I'm like, okay. So Izzy Zero is like fucking Blake Christian is like, all right, dog, let's work together. Let's work together. They start working together, beating the shit out of Bandito. They're beating the shit out of Bandito, beating the shit out of Bandito, double teaming them. And it's like this is the normal thing where you're like, all right, one of them is gonna turn and they're gonna pin the other guy.
Yeah.
Nope. Bandito push Ichizero out the ring. Ichizero's getting back in the ring. And as he's getting back in the ring, Bandito fucks up Blake Christian and pins him. And Ichizero's like, what? He's like, how the fuck did that happen? And so then Blake and Ichizero beat the shit out of, like, he beat the shit out of Bandito. Bandito's laying there. And, like, he's like, damn, dog. He's like, you gonna lose? And Blake Christian was like, why you ain't help me? He's like, dog, you just lost. So he just leaves. He leaves. There was no beef. He just left. So Itchy Zero's just beating the fuck out of Bandito, fucks his shoulder up. And I'm like, damn, I feel like he could lose this. I'm like, he could lose this. No, Bandito came back and won. And I was like, Bandito is fucking putting on classics back to back to back. And he's fucking killing it. So
Yep.
after that, fucking Brody King comes out. Brody King comes out. And Brody King is standing there, and I'm like, oh my god, Brody's gonna kill him. Brody's gonna kill Bandito. But then Commander comes out, and then it's like, no, we're cool, and they just leave. I was like, oh, okay, thank God. So Brodito is still alive. It's still alive.
For now.
Yes. So then we get to the main event: Athena versus Persephone, and this was my fucking match of the night because it started off. I'm like, okay, I know that Athena's gonna beat Persephone until Persephone start fucking Athena up. She start fucking her back up because her like finishing move is like the razor's edge. So she starts fucking her up. She starts fucking up her back. She's fucking up her back. I'm like, okay. So Athena starts coming back. I'm like, all right, Athena's coming back. Dude, Persephone start fucking her up. She caught her in a version of the razor's edge, but Athena was close to the ropes, and I'm like, okay, Athena's definitely gonna come back. Persephone start fucking her up more and then hit her with the razor's edge power bomb. But Athena kicked out. I was like, oh my god, like, and she was like, all right, I'm gonna hit her with another move. She put her in a fucking submission. Athena barely got to the ropes, and then Athena just caught her with like one move, another move, caught her with another move, and then hit the O face. Boy, yo, this match was awesome. This match was fucking awesome. She fucking Athena is still the champion for 1,700 or something days. I don't.
A
My
long time.
God, my God, that's exactly what I'm saying too. Like my God, like I I have no fucking idea how the fuck she's still champion. And they did a thing where like they basically didn't even set up a challenger for her. They didn't set up shit for her. And that pissed me off. And like that's the thing that like I'm starting to get pissed off with Ring of Honor. There's no setup for anything extra. There's no setup for another anything, another this, another that. It's like do something because I don't watch Ring of Honor week to week. I'm
Yeah.
not watching it week to week. If something happens, I go, oh, this is cool, or if something like this is cool. I watch the pay-per-views. I watch the pay-per-views as much as possible. This isn't like the old Ring of Honor where you're like lock the fuck in, you go to fight, it's there for free, and you watch it every week. Or if you live in a local place where you could get Ring of Honor, you could get it. It's not like that anymore. And plus, the shit that happens in Ring of Honor, it feels like super, just like super laggy developmental version of AEW, but it's not even cool, and that's pissing me off. Like it's it's just nothing like it used to be. And like when you had Ring of Honor back in the day, you know by the end of the show, like this person won a title. Okay, this person is gonna go for the title next. This person like is basically like calling his shots. Yo, I'm gonna fuck this person up. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You can basically see this shit coming, so you know what's going on. This one is like, yeah, we'll get to it when we get to it. It'll be some random person that you never heard of getting a title shot. So
Yeah.
there you go. It's like the fuck is happening? Like it's I don't know, man. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I notice I don't say shit when he talks about Ring of Honor because I I don't waste my time. Like it's not what it used to be. So props to you for
Yeah,
watching it.
yeah, of course, because like I watch everything.
Yeah.
So then we go to Collision. And Collision starts off with Orange Cassidy versus Roderick Strong in the Blue League, and it's a match. Like I'm not even gonna lie, it's a match. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, it was a match because it did this and did that. No, it just was a match. It just was a match.
Yeah.
Like, it happened. Like I'm not gonna lie, it was like a second there that I was like, oh shit, Roderick's gonna win. Like that's exactly what I said. Oh, Roderick's gonna win. No, Roderick wasn't gonna win. It was it was fucked up because it was like Roderick lost to Orange Cassidy. I don't I don't know why. Roderick lost to Orange Cassidy. It was a thing. And then we had this weird promo where Darby is injured. He's out of the Continental Classic. He does a push up and says, yeah, but I'm out of the Classic. But you know what? I'm gonna get my revenge on the Death Riders. Okay, but you said your neck was fucked up, but okay. That's all I can say. Like, and then you just start doing push-ups. It was very weird. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. All right.
Like whatever, dog. You're gonna get your revenge. Whatever.
Yeah. So then we had FTR, and they were talking shit about the Bang Bang Club, and the Bang Bang Club came out, and they started talking shit about FTR, and it was funny because they basically was saying whatchamacallit, the gun dude was a nepotism baby. And then they start talking about Dex was the son of cousins, and
Ooh.
Cash was the son of a bitch. I was like, okay, that was kind of funny. And they basically said they want the tag titles, and they're gonna have a tag title match.
Yeah.
We get Daniel Garcia basically accepting the challenge from Mark Briscoe. And I mean, is it gonna happen? And I thought like this was gonna be weird, but it wasn't because Marina and fucking Wheeler Yuta was there, and I was like, oh, they're gonna do something, they're gonna make it weird. Nah, it just was a match. I mean, not a match, but it just was a challenge. I'm like, okay, cool. And then we had Mascara Dorada versus Claudio Castagnoli. And I'm like, okay, Claudio's a champion. Claudio's gonna win because like Claudio's a CML world champion. He's gonna win. Nope. Mascara Dorada beat Claudio. So if I'm going by G1 rules and G1 standards, because
Hmm.
Claudio got pinned by Mascara Dorada, that means he gets a title shot.
That would make sense.
Yes. So then we had Timeless Love Bombs and Babes of Wrath have a little confrontation. Well, it's not a confrontation. They sat down, had an interview, and they basically gonna tag titles Wednesday. Cool. So Swerve said he's back and he's gonna take out Joe, but then Josh Alexander comes out of nowhere and challenges him. But while he's challenging him, Swerve gets attacked by Shibata, and then they set up a match between Shibata and Hobbs versus Hangman and Swerve. But also next week is going to be Swerve versus Josh Alexander.
Huh?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what they said, and I'm just like, huh?
I don't get it.
Me neither. I'm just like, fuck it, whatever. Because it didn't make any sense. Like, and I know someone's like, it does make sense. They just made the challenge. Yeah, I understand they made the challenge, but the way that it was done was really fucking weird. Because they literally said, next week, winners are coming. The regular Wednesday match, it's Swerve and Hangman versus two of the ops. But then the Don Callis family got to get in because Josh Alexander is going to take on Swerve next week on Collision.
Get rid of
It's
the
just
fucking
like, what the fuck,
John Cass
man?
family.
Yeah, it was. Man, that was weird as fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you, it was weird as fuck.
Yep.
So then we get to the main event, and it was Takeshita versus John Moxley.
Oh my God, I thought you were gonna say
And
John Cena.
no, no, no. I wish. But Moxley loses to Takeshita, which I'm fine with because Takeshita's the champ, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I feel like Takeshita's gonna lose, but he's gonna lose to somebody random, and I'm not gonna like it. And we had this little glimpse of what I thought was gonna happen because I thought Moxley was gonna get jumped, but he didn't.
It's gonna happen during pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. So then we had Final Battle from TNA,
Final resolution.
whatever. Final Resolution. And this match, we didn't put this on a card because I didn't know it was a thing, but it was Cedric Alexander versus Eric Young. Didn't know it was a thing, didn't even see it, just found out about it after the show. Like, I'm not even joking. They didn't mention it on the show that it happened, so I found out after the show that it happened.
Because I even told you, I was like, did we miss one? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Because, like, this was like the part where, like, it fucked me up because I started to get fucked up because it was a system. And they're out and they take on Bear Bronson and the Andersons. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, Brock Anderson and CW Anderson are in TNA. And I was like, what the fuck?
I didn't know any one of them worked there, but okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that fucked me up. I was like, oh shit, what? And then that fucked me up. So then we had Mike Santana versus Charlie Dempsey, which was an okay match. It was really fucking short, but Mike Santana beat Charlie Dempsey. And I knew this was gonna happen. I knew the inspiration was gonna beat Tessa, so I'm not even gonna talk about that match.
Yep.
And we had like a fun street fight, not a good street fight, fun, which meant I kind of enjoyed this for a small bit, not cared, enjoyed. And it was Matt Cardona versus Mance Warner. Kind of a little bit enjoyed it, but Matt Cardona got the win. And now here's where like the fun starts, because this is all your fault. I blame you for this.
Okay.
Stacks beat Steve Macklin for the international championship.
Here's the thing. You could only
Hmm.
halfway blame me because I could have sworn Santino was gonna help him win that shit.
Oh, we're gonna get to that at the end of the show.
Yeah, yeah.
So then we get Xia Li Brookside match where Xia Li beats Xia Brookside.
Yeah, that they never do this match again.
Yes. And all four of the Rascals beat Order 4 in an eight-man title match. I mean, eight-man regular match. It was all right. It was all right.
What did they order for?
Listen, it was all right. I'm not gonna say it was great. It was all right. It was all right.
What did they order for?
They ordered for a promo that popped up on Twitter that had everybody fucked up because the fucking video popped up with this girl dressed up and she was in white and she was doing something and she did the snap and everybody was like the righteous. And now I'm watching three shows at this point and me mentally was fucked up because I was like, wait, the righteous are showing up at Ring of Honor. They were already in Ring of Honor. Why are they going back to Ring of Honor? I was like, they left Ring of Honor. Why would they go back to Ring of Honor? I was like, oh shit, that's weird. But I got clearance because the Hardys beat High Rise, and after the match, the Righteous showed up. I was like, oh, this is where they were going. Because it was three shows on SmackDown, Final Battle, and Final Resolution, all at the same time. So when the Righteous promo came on, I was so confused on what show they were showing up on.
Can't even be mad at you for getting confused because that's a lot.
Yeah, because like that was perfect because it was like they just dropped the promo with no context and it was there and it had everybody going to righteous, but half the people just like me were confused because we're watching a bunch of shows and we don't know what show they're showing up on. And it's like, yeah, the righteous, but where? And they might have been TNA. Well, that's good.
I got confused with the girl because I thought the girl was Isla Dawn or whatever because it gave off like that witch vibe.
And that confused a lot of people. And Isla Dawn, if I'm not mistaken, is signed to AEW. So
Oh, she
that's
signed?
why, like,
Okay.
yeah, that's what like fucked a lot of people up, and that's what also made me go that way because it's like I I don't know where they're going, and like I saw like someone say Isla Dawn, and I was like, well, if it's Isla Dawn, then they're going to AEW, but they quit AEW, so why would they go back to AEW? I was like I said, I was very confused, and then like when they showed up in TNA, it was like, oh, it makes more sense. This is where they're going. Okay, got it. And we had Leon Slater's first match of the weekend, and Leon Slater fought AJ Francis. And the only reason Leon Slater, well, not the only reason, one of the reasons Leon Slater got the win was because BDE came out and cost AJ Francis the match.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Rich Swan
So that
too,
was
because
good.
Rich Swan turned on him.
Yes. So that was like, that was cool.
Yeah.
So now that we're talking about Leon Slater, we can talk about the Iron Survivor match. And he was in the match and he got a pinfall. It was better than the women's Iron Survivor. We'll get to that when we get to the whole NXT review, but it was better than the women's one. And Javon Evans was talking to fucking Ricky Starks earlier and was like, "Yeah, if I win, I'm gonna take the challenge before January 6th." And Ricky's like, "All right, cool." And fucking fucking Javon wins. Javon wins, and then Javon is standing there about to challenge over, and Tony D'Angelo shows back up. Did that shock you?
Little bit, yeah. I heard like whispers that like Tony was showing back up because it was like a weird promo behind Ava or some shit. Everybody was speculating. I'm like, okay, whatever. So it shocked me a little bit.
Listen, I knew that he was coming. Like I knew he was coming back because soon as the lights went out, I was like, it's Tony D'Angelo because I knew, but I just wanted to see what he looked like. because like we haven't seen him. Like his beard, like he has a big beard and his hair is fucked up and it looks different. I'm like, that's cool. It looks different, but what the fuck is he? And all of that black stuff that was in the box and he threw it on Javon because he beat up Javon.
Hmm.
To me, I think I know what it is.
Okay.
It's his hat.
Ah,
It's his hat. The black hat, it's his hat.
got you, got you. Now, question.
Uh-huh.
Like, I keep calling him Tony, you keep calling him Tony. They actually called him Tony on the show. Is he
Mm-hmm.
still Tony, or are we gonna get like a gimmick change? You think? Because like as you said, it's like more than likely it's the hat. So he's dropping this mob gimmick. It seems.
Yeah, but he's still Tony.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with he's still Tony for now.
Okay.
And the last match, which was the TNA World Title match, and was Frankie Kazarian versus JDC, which was his last match. And I knew JDC wasn't fucking winning this. He lost. Then after the match, the system comes out, and it looked like they was gonna jump him, but they hugged him, told him they loved him. Then all of a sudden, the NXT Outlaws come out, and they beat the shit out of him. And then the bad guys come out. I mean, the TNA guys come out, and they're fighting. And all of a sudden, Stacks punched his father-in-law.
Yeah, that
Okay,
took me off guard. Like, what the fuck?
okay. I have to say it. I have to say it because
Huh?
you said it, and now I have to say it too. They keep calling him his father-in-law. Bruh, did they get married? Did they get married?
Not to my knowledge, Jake. I think they're still engaged.
Okay, all right, then, all right. See, all right, I'm not crazy. I'm not fucking crazy. All right,
No,
cool.
no, no, no.
All right,
Like, unless I'm wrong, like they didn't get married yet.
all right. So on the SmackDown, like I saw something earlier about Drew showing up to SmackDown. I was like, okay, sure, whatever. So Nick Aldis is like, Drew, you can't be here. And he's like, well, Aldis, I was in War Games. He's like, well, you gotta get the fuck out of here because you're still suspended. Fuck you. And Drew's like, all right, I'm gonna get out of here. And he gets in the car and gets attacked by Cody in the car. What is up with people being in cars and just beating the shit out of other people?
Right? Like, what the fuck?
So listen,
Hmm?
I don't want to see this match again. I'm not even joking. And like, I have nothing against Drew. I have nothing against Drew because there's only one fucking way you can go with this. And then when you go this way, you have to go back to it again. But I feel like there's only one way to go. If they're gonna do this a third time, Drew has to win the title. But
Yes.
then you're gonna be like, well, Cody has to win it back because he has to have a match, which is like gonna infuriate everybody because like you could be like, well, no, they can't have it. Like Cody's gonna be like, yeah, no, this is like I have to have my rematch, and they're gonna wind up giving it to him, and also like it's not gonna play in a WrestleMania properly. So there's no reason for this to happen. And if they have this third match, if Cody wins, he has to destroy Drew. Like, destroy him. I mean, Drew cannot stand up after this match, bloody everything. If they're going to do a third match and Drew's not winning the title, Cody has to kill him. Like, seriously, Cody has to kill him. Like, not even joking.
1000%. Like, it has to have some stipulation. It has to.
Yes. So then we have in the back DIY and they have Axiom's mask. And they're talking about the U.S. title, and Mello walks up and was like, "No, man, I got next." And like, fucking Ciampa is so pissed off, and then Mello points at his shirt. He's like, "Jackass," and like that was really fucked up. Like I was mad that they called him a jackass because like I'm thinking I know where this is gonna go. I'm like, all right, I know where this is gonna go, and then we find out later where this goes, and so then we get a backstage Terra Twins thing. So next week is going to be the Terror Twins versus Zelina and Aleister Black.
Yeah, don't care.
I'm going to talk about it when we get to it. So then we get Mello versus Dragunov. And I love this match. I love this match. This was my second favorite match of SmackDown.
Okay.
And Mello loses because of Ciampa. Like Mello loses because of Ciampa. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not mad at Mello losing. And the thing is, a lot of people don't see this. A lot of people don't see this. Mello is getting a push. They don't see this.
Yeah.
This is a big deal. Like the way that they like if you watch the show over the last 6 weeks and you watch Mello, the way that they position Mello for you to know exactly who Mello is. So when his music hits, you know who he is. You're like, oh, that's Mello. That's Mello. Now you're starting to understand who Mello is, and you're like, okay, I want to see more of him. And it's all coming up. And Dragunov is pissed off now. Dragunov is pissed off because he wins the match, but he sees on the television, he's like, oh shit, Ciampa fucked this up. I'm pissed off. And Melo's even like, yo, I had a shot. And fucking Dragunov is like, no, man, I'm pissed. Dragunov is so pissed because he's like, I want a fair match. This kid was doing good. It got screwed up by fucking Ciampa. And I was like, all right, all right. Like, I see where this is going. I kind of see where this is going.
Yeah.
So then we get Kari Sane on her way out because she's going to face Alexa. She's going to face Alexa Bliss. And she faces Alexa Bliss. And hey, the thing that you said on the last podcast that you tried to walk back that I just said, to, yeah, Lash and Nia Jax are now in this tag team thing. That's what I said. Like I told you, like when we were talking about the tag team, I'm like tag team division is fresh, and then I put their names in it because I was saying it was a thing.
Yeah, this tag division's gonna be fucking awesome when they do this match.
Yes. So then we had a backstage thing, and this plays into NXT. So we have a backstage thing, and Nick Aldis is talking to Cody. He was like, "Yo, you can't keep fucking with Drew like that. Like we'll talk to it, but the thing that you think you wanted, I got it." So they walk in the room, and it's Obafemi and Ricky Starks. And Cody says, hey guys, listen, John Cena said that everybody has to get a shot, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And next week, we're going to have a match. So I'm thinking whoever wins the match between you two will get to face me next week at Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
And I'm immediately going, oh, they're going to do Ricky. It's going to be Ricky versus Cody, Fred versus Fred. Ha ha, yes. But at deadline, Ricky loses to Obafemi in a great match. He lost to Obafemi, and we already spoiled it in the beginning of the podcast when we were talking about the Javon match. Oba beat Ricky Starks. So now Oba is going to face Cody at Saturday's night main event. But Ricky, Ricky
Ricky.
is so you were texting me because you seen this. You was like, call ups, call ups, call ups. And I just kind of was like, nah, not really. Because like it's not call ups. This is just like the John Cena thing.
Okay.
But Ricky was wearing blue, Oba was wearing red.
Yeah.
That's not a hint at all. That's not a hint at all. I know everybody's like, yeah, that's kind of a hint. Not a hint. Because Ricky might not be staying in NXT, but like like I want to see if you see my vision of like Ricky starts coming up to the main roster and him getting involved in like some bullshit on a show, and you'd be like, "Oh, okay, cool. Ricky works here," or you'd be like, "Okay, cool. He just comes up and like attacks somebody and lays them out," and you're like, "All right, cool." Like Ricky just showing up makes more sense because no matter where you throw Ricky at, he's gonna shine.
Yeah,
Like no matter where you throw him, he's gonna show. He's gonna shine. He's just gonna be cool. And I think this is the perfect time to pull Ricky to the main roster. Where does he fit in? I mean, I don't know. I kind of can't see exactly where he fit in, but like he can fit in somewhere. He can fit in somewhere. I don't know, but I feel like he just wherever he goes, he's gonna work. He's gonna work.
I halfway agree with you because Ricky the Star,
Uh-huh.
Ricky could fit in anywhere, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's if you let him fit in, though.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I no longer believe in people getting called up to the main roster, 'Cause- quote unquote, the main roster, because
Okay.
a
Explain
lot of
why.
times, a lot of times they get screwed and whatever, and then all of a sudden you have the fans bitching, oh, they're not pushing so and so and whatever. You just established they're pushing Carmelo, but
Yes.
like you know, fans still bitch about that shit. So like for me, I'd rather they stay in NXT, everybody happy. Because everybody like shits on Triple H and whatever, he's a bad book and whatever. Sean never
Mm-hmm.
gets that flack like that. So might as well just like leave like that.
Yeah, but Lash Legend is already in the tag team division. She also
Oh
was
yeah.
right in the pay-per-view.
Hmm.
Also, Roxy got called up. Roxy got put right into Roxy went into a three pay-per-view cycle of being in the biggest matches. Roxy got called up. Roxy was in Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and another match. Then she wound up winning the tag titles. Immediately called up. Stephanie got called up, put the strap on her back. Julia got called up, they put the strap on her back. Is like you have to think about it. Sometimes it works and it doesn't. Those are like straight up call ups that just like it worked. Ilya Dragunov, like all of these call ups, they got called up and it worked. Like it just went, it works.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. True.
that's the thing. Like some of them, they don't know exactly what to do and then they figure it out later. That's what they're doing right now with Mello is like we don't know exactly what to do with him. Now we're figuring out what to do with Mello. And it's like it takes time. I'm not shooting him any bail. I'm not shooting him any bail because I'm not like being a Triple H defender because he has fucked up a lot of shit and he is strongly becoming the weakest booker. Like even when Tony doing whatever the fuck Tony's doing, sometimes Triple H is like, no, I can out fuck you on this one. And this is where he's going right now. Like he can bounce back. We're about to go into 2026. We see what he can do. But right now, at the end of 2025, it's feeling like the magic that you had is gone. It's gone, buddy. Like it feels like he's trying to recreate it. It's slowly coming back. And if he can put it together, that's cool. But he's not the greatest as he was before.
Yeah. Me being the big guy, I could even admit to that. Like, it's not the same.
Yeah. But to me, I feel like if they called up Ricky, Ricky is gonna stand the test of time and run through and fix some shit. I feel like that's gonna happen. That's what I feel like. I'm not gonna be like, oh well, Ricky's just gonna flounder. I feel like they call up Ricky is going to be a thing because Ricky has already has people backstage on his side. Cody is one of his best friends. He's on his side.
Yeah.
So Cody's not going to be like, okay, you can let him flounder. Cody's going to be like, all right, do something with him. Do something with him. Make him do something. And that's why I'm more confident with Ricky getting called up.
Okay.
So then we had Jade versus Alba Fire. And Chelsea Green was on the outside. And then Julia and Kiana came in and ran off Chelsea, which I'm happy about because like they're bringing back Julia and making her do something, and Jade just beats the shit out of Alba Fire, and I like that they're making Jade this destructive monster, and I have an idea because like something happened backstage, and I'm like, I got an idea, and
About
then
Judy
we
and them
get.
though, before you continue,
Mhm.
are they faces now? Seemed that way,
uh,
kind of.
let's go with subjective, however you see it. Like
Okay,
I'm not gonna just link them down and be like, yeah, no, this is kind of subjective because like there is like a space they could be face, but it's also a bigger space that they could be heel.
got you.
So let's just see where this goes.
Okay.
And then we had Fraxium talking about how they want DIY, and Dragunov's like, no, fuck this. He's like, no, fuck this. I want Ciampa. I'm tired of his bullshit. I'm tired of him bitching. I'm gonna put the title on the line against him. Fuck that. Let's do it. So now we have our first U.S. title match. Just like not this open challenge, our first match. But then Dragunov goes to leave, and Tama Tonga face to face with Dragunov. And I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, okay, the more you keep fucking teasing this, the more I want this. Like, I swear to God, like every time they tease it, it'd be like, oh, this is not gonna happen. You teased it 5 times. This is all I want for this US title. I don't want to see Ciampa versus Dragunov, which is probably gonna be a great match. You have teased Dragunov versus Tama and made me want it so much more.
Yeah.
And then we get the non-fungible tokens, and they get ready to go out to the ring because they're going to call out the Hardys. I mean, not the Hardys, the Wyatts. So then we get Jade Cargill, and B-Fab is back there, and she's like, "What you looking at?" And she starts talking shit, and then Mia Yim comes up, but the whole time, B-Fab is just looking at Jade Cargill, and basically sets up a match between Mia and Jade eventually. But BFAB just keeps looking at her. She's not saying shit. She's just looking at her. And I'm
Like
like,
I'm gonna fuck
hmm,
you up, bitch.
that's what you think. And I'm like, huh, BFAB teaming up with Jade Cargill and being her person. I'm like, all right, that seems like that could be plausible.
What was the crew that she had before the baddies?
Yes, she had the baddies.
You think they'll probably recreate that?
Yes, that would work.
Okay.
That would work, and it would be so great.
Yeah.
So then Solo came out with the non-fungible tokens, and they start talking, and Solo starts cutting a promo on the Wyatts and was like, "Yo, you took from your brother, and you think that you're so cool, and you're this," and he just starts running down Uncle Howdy, and then he was like, "Trust me, but all you have to do is believe." Dog,
This motherfucker didn't just say that shit.
soon as he said that, I dropped my remote and was like, "This is a running joke between me and you." It,
Yes.
the fact that he said it, I was like, "Yo, I'm done. I'm fucking done."
My only caveat, he
Uh
didn't
huh.
do it the way Bo used to do it with the voice.
Yes.
Bo, leave.
And then we had the Wyatts versus the MFTs. They start fighting, and we get Big Red and Talatanga, and I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't know I needed this."
Yeah.
Big men fighting. I was like, "Okay, cool."
Big man slapping me.
Yes. So then we get the Miz talking to Nick Aldis, and Nick Aldis says what we all know. We all know, but he didn't know last week. He was like, Miz, you're a fucking con artist. You switched the names of the balls when I wasn't looking. That's how you got in the fucking tournament. He's like, you know what? You're a piece of shit. He's like, I'm not giving you any fucking opportunities. He's like, you know what? I'm going to give the opportunities to this person. And it was Bailey, who, if I'm not mistaken, is not a fucking SmackDown person.
I swear she's a raw person. Yeah, you're right.
She is. That's what pissed me off. I'm like, what? Like, she's not even that show. And he was talking to Bailey. He was like, yeah, I got that thing set up for you. And she was like, yeah, so I could have the match on Saturday night's main event. And I'm like, okay, who's she gonna have the match against? And it fucking pops off that the match she's gonna have is the match against Sol Ruka. And she's like, all right, so I hope that you win tomorrow. And Sol did not win. Sol lost in the Iron Survivor match, but the winner in the Iron Survivor match was Kendall Gray.
I wonder how many people bet on that. Because,
Wait,
like, I should have
wait,
thought that.
wait, wait a minute.
You did. I know.
Because because I'm so tapped into everything,
Hmm.
there was a tweet that like if nobody paid attention to it, they would be like, "Oh, that's funny." I saw it and I was like, "She's winning." That's immediately what I said. Like 1 o'clock this afternoon, when the tweet came out and I saw it, I was like, "She's winning. She's winning tonight." And you know what? And it came from Shawn Michaels because Shawn Michaels had her in the building, and they were like, and she was like so surprised and shocked. She was like, "Yeah, this is my first pay per view. This was this." And Sean, like in the tweet, said something about this being life changing. Soak it in. This is a great moment. Now, to a normal person, you'd be like, "Oh, the great moment is just being on the pay per view." The way it was worded, the soak it in, and the way he wrote it, it made me go, "She's gonna pull out some kind of miracle win," and that's what happened. She pulled out a miracle fucking win.
Boy, did she? That shit was
Yeah,
crazy.
it was very weird. Like she won, so now she's gonna take on JC Jane and New Year's Evil, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Then we get Alistair Black in Zelina Vega, and they're talking, and basically was like, Zelina comes up and goes, "Listen, you think that you can trust her?" She's like, "Your family left you. Like, and she's your family. She left you. She took you away from the judgment day. She did this, she did that. You think you can trust her? I don't think that we would do that to you." And the way she said, "I don't think we would do that to you," I'm like, they're gonna recruit him. I said this last week. I was like, they're gonna recruit him. I feel like they're bringing him into whatever the fuck darkness this is. I was like, they're gonna recruit him.
If I'm not mistaken, they're called Necessary Evil. So, 'cause they keep saying it.
Well, that's gonna be a necessary evil.
Yeah.
So then we get to the main event, and I have never seen a bad Gunfer match. I've never
Until
seen a bad.
now. It's like, no.
I wish I could say that. He beat the shit out of LA Knight and made LA Knight feel like I was like, this is a great match. And I fucking hate LA Knight matches.
Yes.
This like I fucking fell in love with this. And Gunther worked over his neck and he put like a fucking submission that was kind of like the STFU and made him tap. And Gunther is gonna face John Cena. And this exactly, soon as it was over, he looked in the camera and he started talking shit to John. He's like, "You see that, John?" He's like, "You see what I did there?" He's like, "You're next, John. I'm gonna get you next." He's like, "John," he's like, "You will give up." And when he said, "You will give up," everything in me just went pale. And I know you're like, why the fuck did it go pale? Because that is a straight callback to John Cena's never give up thing. And it just went pale because I'm like, he's gonna make him submit in his last fucking match? Fucking great. Oh my god, Gunther's gonna tap on John Cena for his last match.
That's
Dude,
gonna be fucking awesome.
that's all I could think of. As soon as he said that, he said, "I'm gonna make you give up." And I'm like, Oh my God, he's going to do it. He's going to finally give up. Wow. Like, dude, that is perfect. That will be a perfect end. I know everybody wants to see John Cena win and go out standing up, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really want to see this end this way. I'm sorry.
I'm good
So
with that happening. So yeah, fuck it.
okay. So John Cena did an interview on a Joe Rogan interview, and he called Claudio Castagnoli, and everybody's like, he never calls him Cesaro. He never calls him Cesaro. He always calls him Claudio Castagnoli. And I had this thought, and somebody else said it out loud, which made me go, I kind of been like, this has kind of been brewing in the back of my mind, and I
Mhm.
just wanted to throw it out, even though I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna say like it's not gonna happen at all, but I'm just saying I don't think it's gonna happen. And this is just thoughts. And I have been wrong a lot lately, so this is probably gonna end up being in my wrong category.
Oh shit.
How would you feel about John Cena AEW run?
Um, I wouldn't mind it. Like it's a
So okay,
running joke. People talking about like, oh, he's pissed off at the WWE. He's gonna like go there and shit. So yeah.
no, that I'm kind of agreeing with that. Like he's not really cool with that, and like I'm like kind of in my mind trying to figure out like, okay, where is the truth to that? And it's like, yeah, it feels like it. And he's also like super loyal to Vince because like they keep asking about Vince, and he's like, I love Vince. I wish he could be there for me. Blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, you're kind of mad at this establishment. You kind of love Vince and love everything about him, which means they're not treating you like him. But if you had somebody that treats you like Vince, which is Tony, you go, okay, cool, boss, I'll do that. And I'm starting to like feel like more and more that it's a shot that can happen. Like the thing about this is like if it happens, right?
Hmm.
And he does this, like I know people are like gonna be like, "Oh, we hate this, whatever, whatever." And like I don't give a fuck about whatever you guys gotta say. The only thing about this for me is like, okay, so now you're gonna go on a second finale. You're gonna go on a second retirement run, which is gonna piss me off. It's like I just want to see you retire once and do that. Like if he was like, yeah, I'm gonna take some time away from WWE and dipped and then went to AEW and went a retirement run, I'd be like, all right, I'm cool with it. One retirement one and that's it. I don't want to see people pull double duty, one run and done. This this final run was completely dog shit, and I wish it went better. But I like a one and done. Okay, that's
Cause he
the only
promised he
problem that
was
I have.
done.
Huh?
Cause he promised he was done. Like not coming back. So
Yeah, like, but he keeps saying he's never coming back to WWE, and like, I understand he meant like he's never coming back to wrestle, and
yeah.
like, I don't know, like, the only like I said, the only thing about it is you did a retirement, now you're gonna do a second retirement, quote unquote better retirement, which it probably would be, like, not
Yeah.
even gonna lie, it probably would be. It's just I I don't want to see you do it twice. Just one time is good enough for me. It's like, all right, like even if it turns out shitty, I don't want to see you do it again. You know what I
Same.
mean?
No, I agree.
Because like when Tanahashi goes, I'm not gonna be like, I didn't like the way it ended, like because I don't know how it's going to end. Like I didn't like the way it ended. You didn't get your final match that you want. None of that means anything. I don't like. I want to see you do it again. It's his last match. I don't want to see him do it again. It's your last match. Goodbye. I'm sorry that it fucking failed spectacularly. It's over. I don't want to see you do it again. Like if
Yeah.
John said that I just was going to leave WWE and went to AEW and did a retirement match, I'm fine. I don't want to see you do two. Like that's the only problem.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's complicated because like people are gonna be upset if he goes. So
yeah. Like the thing is, like I said, I would be okay because it's like a run, like he gets a good final goodbye run, but I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna care as much because it's like I don't want to see you do it twice. Once is enough.
Yeah,
Now you're doing it again. It's like, yeah, but he's having better matches. It's like I don't give a shit. It's like he's already retired. Like I don't want to come out of retirement and retire again. Like it's just stupid. Like it's just overkill.
kind of
Like
pointless at
even
that
like I
point.
said, even if it's like if he came back and did like a one off, like a one match, it's like I want to do one match and did it in AEW. I'd be like, all right, cool. Like it's just a one off and it's a one match, not a retirement run. Just one match.
Yeah,
That's it. Like if that's it, I'll be totally okay with it. I'll give you one. You did a retirement flow, that's it. One match, that that's it. And the rest of Deadline had Mr. Iguana versus Eagle Ethan Page for the North American title.
nobody thought Iguana was gonna win this shit.
Yeah, he wasn't going to win this. Now, I do like Ethan Page is Chelsea Green in male form. Like he's really fucking good, and I just like I don't know where to put him, but he's also the Miz. He's also the Miz.
I can
And
see that.
speaking of Miz, this the Chris Van Vliet thing with Daniel Bryan. Bryan brought up the Miz, and I lied to you that he talked about the Miz and the whole Miz yelling at him on Talking Smack thing and how they planned it. And the funny part was like Chris Van Vliet asked him about it, and he goes, "I thought everybody knew that." And I said the same thing. I was like, "I thought everybody knew that. I thought it knew that they planned that." And he was like, "No, I didn't know." He was like, "Yeah, no, we planned that." And I was like, "Yeah, I thought everybody knew that." The only thing he said that I did not know, because like they basically said like Miz works hard, and he's really cool. The only thing I did not know was Brian Danielson was like, "I actually like the Miz." Like when he said that, I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I actually like him. He's really cool." I'm like, "What?" I was like, "That actually fucked me up." That was the only thing that fucked me up in that whole Miz conversation because he's like, "I actually like the Miz." Like we talk, like he's actually cool.
Yeah,
That
but the
that's
Miz
what
was a
fucked me
dick
up.
in real life. That's why.
Yeah, because like I knew everything else. Like I knew the thing was fake. I knew they set it up. I knew all of that. I just didn't know he actually liked the Miz. Like that's what fucked me up. So back to Deadline. We had Tatum Paxley taking on Izzy Dane. I hated this match. I'm not even gonna lie. I hated this match. I'm not gonna pretend that I liked it. I hated this fucking match. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Dude, like everything about this match fucking sucked for me. I hated this match. Because like it starts off and they're standing in a ring and Izzy walks up to Tatum. He's like, I love you. And Tatum's like, really? And she's already crying. And like Izzy touches her face and then Izzy just does this evil look. And Tatum was like, no, get off me. And then they start fighting. And then they go on the outside. They do this same exact spot again. And Izzy's like, really? And Tatum's like, really? And Izzy's like, no, I hate you. And throws her into the fucking steps. I'm like, you can't do the same spot twice. The same exact spot twice.
I mean, you
Back to back.
can.
You can. But it literally wasn't even 10 minutes. It was 2 minutes. And I was like, we're gonna do the same thing again. I was like, okay, this is really fucking stupid. Like when Tatum started getting her fucking win back and she started beating the shit out of him, and then Sean Spears and Nico walk up on him like, "Hey, we got dolls," and she's like, "Oh my dolls!" And she's holding them, and then Sean rips the head off of her dolls like, "Ha! We hate you!" And Nico's like, "What the fuck? That was weird." And then she gets back in the ring and gets booted, and she's done. And Izzy beats Tatum, and I'm just like, "What is the point of this?" Like, what is the point of this? Like, there's no. What is the point of this?
Tatum should have won.
She should have. Like, there's no point in it. I'm just It pissed me off. Like Tatum should have won. What is the fucking point of this? Please tell me what the fuck the point of this is.
There was no point. Like Tatum should have won, like 1,000%. This is one of those ones where like you have no disagreement with me whatsoever.
Like the thing that okay, this is what I feel like needs to happen,
Mhm.
and like I feel like Tatum needs guy friends to help her out,
Okay.
but also I don't care because I feel like she should have won. So I don't care. Like this pisses me off. Like I don't care. Like this, I should really give a fuck about this. I do not give one fuck because it's like Tatum should have won and we should have moved on from this. But it's like, nah, we're gonna stretch this out as long as possible, and no one's not really gonna give a fuck. Like they don't give a fuck now.
Basically.
Holy fuck, dude! Like you had the you had the opportunity to do the right thing, and I guess they're gonna go with this whole. You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make a fucking stipulation match, and she's gonna win that. Then you're gonna love it. And it's like, not really. Like, because if you were gonna do that, you should have did that first.
Or they could do like what you said at first and actually give her friends. Like she'll have her crew.
Yeah, it's just this pissed me off because like it didn't work for me. I didn't like it. I don't like this feud because I don't like the way they're doing Tatum.
Yeah.
And like every time I see Tatum wrestle, I have this really fucked up feeling because like she's a throwback to somebody else, and that person isn't here because she's a throwback to Daphne. Because like every time I watch her, I'd be like, damn, Daphne would be so proud of you because like you embody everything that Daphne is. Like you totally embody like the whole craziness, everything that she worked for in the gimmick. You really embody it, and it feels like the second creation of her. And I think like Daphne would have loved her. Like Daphne would have been like, yeah, I fucking love this. Like she would have definitely loved her. But that's what like goes through my head every time because it's like, damn, like Daphne would have loved her.
At a certain point, she probably would be like Daphne's daughter or something. Like they'll probably run with that gimmick. That's how similar she is to Daphne.
Oh, 1000%. She would have did some shit and Daphne would have showed up to be like her mom and like everybody would have fucking broke because it's been like, oh my God, wait, they're so similar. We didn't even notice. Like, because a lot of people that don't really know Daphne will like be fucking fucked up. Because listen, I'm not gonna get in my internet rant because like this whole week the internet has been pissing me the fuck off. And I know you're old. You shouldn't be on the internet because a bunch of fucking children are on the internet. They have no fucking idea what time is or what came before or what anything that everybody in the fucking world knew. And we just find out because we watched some Netflix documentary. We have no fucking clue. We have no comprehension of the Netflix documentary, and we don't even know that the person who helped make it is a fucking hater. But hey, listen, I understand you're fucking new. You don't get. See, this is what I don't want to do. I don't want to fucking get into it. I don't want to fucking get into it. You know what? We're gonna end the fucking podcast. I don't want to get into fucking yelling at children. I'm not gonna fucking do it. We're gonna end this fucking podcast. It's over. Do you have any last words before I fucking yell at all these stupid ass kids?
I want to hear you yell at children.
No.